Hey everybody, Chris here. Is this the calm before the storm for Dogecoin? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when the videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we were live Friday afternoon. We were looking at the Dogecoin price, trying to get over 22 cents, and it was rejected. Yes, rejected at 22. People in the chat were asking me what I thought about Dogecoin's trading over the weekend, and I said that rejection at 22 was a sign that we would probably have more weakness and choppiness over the weekend, and that so far is playing out. But there is great news coming for Dogecoin on the horizon, but is it all so great? Let's go ahead, let's take a look at it. Let me show you the charts on the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we start here looking at the current Dogecoin price right around 21.4 cents. That's where Dogecoin is as I'm recording this on a Saturday morning. This was the rejection we had on Friday afternoon at 22 cents, which was also rejected earlier in the morning on Friday before the big dump because of the US jobs report. And again, that was following Bitcoin. Bitcoin had that huge red candle. Bitcoin didn't recover very much and has just been flat trading sideways overnight. And Doge came up on a bigger run on Friday afternoon and then is showing that weakness coming out. It is still higher lows though. We're still having higher lows here and following this trending, upward trending support line, and we haven't come back and retested that yet. But that is just the current state of where we are. When we zoom out though and we look at everything, what's going on? Well, ETH right now, if we take a look at ETH, because that is alts, right? Leading alt season that we think is coming, ETH has been seeing less and less volatility, now getting very compressed. This almost always leads to a larger move. So that's what we have for ETH consolidating here in September before the next big move on ETH. And then again, if we look at Bitcoin, zooming out and looking at how Bitcoin trades, we get into these moments here. We just hit another all-time high. We trailed off down from there, but there are these patterns emerging that look like it's not time to take profits yet. There's still that one more move, the one more big move coming up for Bitcoin. And then most likely bouncing around up here, 160, 180, right in that area where we take profits, the last parabolic Bitcoin phase. This is where the market turns savage. Retail piles in, pros are taking profits. Cycles always rhyme. Strength comes first, collapse after. This is your chance to profit while others dream, right? And you can do that on Bitcoin. You can do that on ETH, but you can also do that on Doge. And what is going to trigger this? Well, most immediately we have the September 17th FOMC meeting, which we showed this chart on, this graph on during the live stream on Friday, where it was a 90% certainty there was going to be a 25 basis point rate cut and a 10% certainty of a 50 basis point rate cut, which means 100% that there's going to be a rate cut. It's just how much. Is it going to be 25? Is it going to be 50? Well, that 90 has changed to 89. The 10 is now ticked up to 11. So there's more people thinking that not only will the Fed cut 25, it may even cut 50. I'm still in the 25 basis point. This is where I've been for 6 months, saying September, 25 basis point. That's what I've been seeing. And that's still what I think is going to happen. I think it would be tough for the Fed to just jump to 50, even though Trump says it's too late, Powell, right? Too late, Powell. Should have done this long ago. But now the numbers make sense to do it. So we'll be watching that. That could be a trigger. And interesting, I found this article about the worst trading day in Bitcoin's history. And I didn't see this before I did my September Dogecoin price prediction video, because there's actually 2 days in September that historically are bad trading days for Bitcoin. And what is the worst day? It's historical data. The worst day is September 21st. In Bitcoin's history, has delivered an average daily decline in all of the years trading for Bitcoin at 2% average. 2% average loss on that day through Bitcoin's history. I don't know what it is about September 21st. Now, the FOMC is going to be the 17th. So we could get a big run up on the 17th and then a big pullback on the 21st. So that's kind of interesting. And then the third worst day in Bitcoin's trading history is actually September 24th, down 1.5%. So it follows up with, after the 21st, we see a recovery and then a drop on September 24th on average as well. So again, volatility in September, extended summer of chop, right, in September as well. So be careful about those. And then, again, one other news before we get to Doge, it's where you want to put your money. Where do you want to put your money? There's a crypto dev who was in early on WLFI, World Liberty Finance, and now it's like he's calling it the scam of all scams. And why does he call it that? He says that WLFI stole his money. Basically, he either bought in like pre-sale or airdropped or whatever. But guess what? His WLFI tokens are frozen because his wallet is linked to like Tornado Cash and these other things. And Zach XBT looked at it and was just like, his wallet is tied to like all this stuff, and so there's big flags. But then we talked about Justin Sun, right? And Justin Sun has his tokens frozen, and there's like 70 other wallets that are frozen. Do you want to invest in something where your wallets can be frozen? Why are you following this? Didn't we learn from the Trump token, like how you can lose your money? Can you end up making money on this? Maybe it comes back up, right? But it's your investment dollars. Where do you want to put it? You know what Trump Jr. is doing, right? Dogecoin mining, right? His Thumbs Up Media Corp, which we talked about earlier and had an interest first in Bitcoin, is now rotating to Dogecoin because they have a pending acquisition of Doge Hash Technologies. And so they want to become the leading Dogecoin mining company, which is kind of interesting. Ambitious vision to dominate as North America's leading Dogecoin miner. So, I mean, they've got this ABTC company, right? American Bitcoin Mining. So they're going to do that. But then they have this company, which is going to do Dogecoin mining. So they want to do this deal to add 2,500 active script miners with 1,000 additional rigs. And they want to be set up to dominate North America's leading Dogecoin mining. So this is behind Donald Trump Jr. And so they're buying out this company, and then they are going to become the world's leading Dogecoin mining platform. And they have applied for the ticker XDOG because they want to have this SEC filing to trade stock under XDOG. Again, this is all part of the Trump family's, right, domination of crypto, right? It's all a money grab, right? World Liberty Finance, Trump token, even throw Melania in there, I guess, although that was really a third-party money grab for these other guys that ended up tanking the whole token thing. But Trump's making money. This is the Trump family. So Dogecoin mining, sure. And I'm getting into Dogecoin mining. I'm going to get my own miner. I've ordered it. Some of you in the chat here have ordered some. I've got a link in the description below if you want to look at Dogecoin mining yourself at home, because ElphaPex has this DG1 home miner on sale, and you get an extra $200 off with my code if you put that in when you're placing your order, and you can do Dogecoin mining at home. If you have any questions, come into the chat during my live streams and ask away, because I'm going to get into some Dogecoin mining too. But these guys are going in big. But it's not only that. It's like, what's happening with this something else, betting big on a Dogecoin treasury strategy? And what is this? This is CleanCore. CleanCore. Now, what does CleanCore do, right? Well, they're in Omaha, Nebraska, eco-friendly cleaning technologies, and they're losing money. They're losing money year after year after year. And so what happened? Well, the Dogecoin Foundation and the House of Doge somehow got connected with this company and said, hey, let's see if we can become a Dogecoin treasury company. And so the CEO, Clayton Adams, is calling this a watershed event for the company and the broader Dogecoin ecosystem. We got Marco Margiotta, the CEO of House of Doge. We've got Tim Stebbing, Dogecoin Foundation, House of Doge, also involved in this thing. We've got Alex Spiro, who's known for representing Elon Musk as an attorney. He's going to be the chairman to guide the transition. So this leadership team is signaling Dogecoin will define CleanCore's future. They're going to become this Dogecoin treasury. So somehow they talk these guys into letting them come in and set up this thing. Is that going to turn this company around? I don't know. Is Zone, that's the stock ticker for CleanCore, is that a buy, right? The transformation of Zone into a Dogecoin treasury transforms the stock into a pure speculation, no longer a classic value game. The company has very low revenue, right? Records recurring losses, is burning cash. The new capital raise is kind of a crypto bet that buys time, turns the balance sheet into a crypto bet. Again, should Dogecoin go up, the treasury can increase equity. Should it go down, depreciating asset will still require new capital. Why would you buy the stock? Just buy Dogecoin. Just buy Dogecoin. And I said the same thing about BitOrigin. Like, why would you want to buy this stock, which is a true penny stock? I mean, CleanCore is trading at like $3. BitOrigin is trading at like 32 cents. Now, they got a 180-day extension by NASDAQ, of which they need to be trading at least $1, or else they are going to go into maybe a reverse stock split, of which you don't want to hold stock through a reverse stock split. You don't want to do that. But interesting that BitOrigin, I mean, again, some had pointed out before, they're this Chinese food company. This is what their background is, right? Is this food company. They used to do like pork, pig stuff, right? And now they've pivoted into deploying blockchain technologies and pursuing diversified expansion strategies. They're betting on Dogecoin as well. And they're having a lot of fun with it on X. And it's like, but do you want to buy a penny stock? Or you just want to buy Dogecoin? Just buy Dogecoin. If you buy this, what's going to happen in 6 months, right? Because now they have this February 16th deadline, 2026. I would not hold this through. I don't know if this BTOG stock is going to go up from 32, 33 cents. It doesn't. I mean, if Dogecoin's price comes up in the fall, this stock could go up. But again, just hold Dogecoin. The other big thing is the ETF odds. The ETF odds for Dogecoin are now hit 94%. And this is down here on Polymarket, right? On Polymarket. Will there be a Doge ETF approved in 2025? It's now up to a 94% chance. But we have this Rex Osprey, right? Their ETF could be the first in line. I mean, they're really pushing it. They're really pushing because they skirted around the SEC's S1 19B4 filing thing and went this other route via the 40 Act, it's called. But Solana did the same thing through Rex Osprey, and no one talks about the Solana ETF because it's just not available all out there for all these fund managers. It's not going to be the scale of Grayscale and Bitwise are going to have, which are October deadlines. Here we are in September. I mean, it'll be exciting if this thing starts trading and there'll be some news about it, but it's not going to really move the needle much, I think, in terms of Dogecoin's price. So it's still going to be a tough month of September, I think. But this is all the calm before the storm, as I say, which is going to be the fall. Now, of course, our friend Trader Allen says there's this Dogecoin, a massive surge is coming. And through his charts, we looked at this one as well, did 4-year cycles. What's going to happen for the big run up? And he's like $1, maybe even to $10. And it's just like, people in the chat asking, is Dogecoin really going to $10? And I'm just like, come on. Let's be realistic about this and not get too crazy here. That's what I do. But again, how is all this going to tie up, right? We've got CleanCore in the Dogecoin treasury. We got Thumbs Up Media becoming this Dogecoin mining operation. We've got the Doge ETF. We've got, all these things are happening. They're not the greatest. They're not the best. But it's better than just sitting around waiting for Dogecoin itself, not doing anything. We can't rely on Elon Musk, right? He's the wild card, though. You never know when he's going to pop in. So what do? We buy on dips. We see where the whole market is going to go in the fall. If Bitcoin's going to go on this big run, all of crypto is going to go on a run as well. And ETH could lead the altcoins, and we could see Bitcoin dominance going down, as many are predicting. So that's what we've got. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this Dogecoin quiet that we have here? Just kind of trading around for the weekend. Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.